I mean, this is a shot that's basically unwatchable. You could look at it for a long, long time, and there's nothing that is authentic about it at all. The camera is set in one location, it's not moving. There's one angle. It's full of assumptions about what it is that we're supposed to be looking at. It has this sort of assumption that there's this type of person that looks in one direction without moving their head for a long period of time. It really reminds me of what Malinowski talks about when he talked about getting off the veranda. There's nothing about this camera work here that's going native. It sits there full of assumptions about what it is that we're supposed to be looking at. I mean, here, look, now the action isn't even on the thing that the camera is pointing at, and the camera is unable to make the adjustment. It's just not up to the job at all.
Yeah, when you begin to use the handheld camera, things become a lot more natural.
Yeah, I like this detail, the blue fingernails. You know, I mean, what is he thinking about? And you're going close in on this ring. I mean, I want to ask him about that ring.
Why is he nodding so intently?
Love those socks. I want to ask him about those socks. Those socks are interesting. There's a classic medium shot. But I like Tobin up close.
I like Jason up close.
Yeah, I turned the camera on myself. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Just, I'd rather watch Tobin up close than that big long shot. And this is one of my favorite little clips here because there's a back channel conversation happening in ASL, and that's something a fixed camera would miss every time. So, Tom.
Yes, Jason.
I have been working on a movie with my group, and as we were editing the film, we saw a series of close-up shots. And in those close-up shots, you were nodding your head at one point, and we saw those exact same striped socks that you're wearing on your feet right now. And this was interesting to us. And we wanted to see if we could, by interviewing you, find out anything that we could about those shots, because we had questions about them. And so my first question to you is where did you get those socks?
Over a mall in New Jersey. I think it was called. I don't remember. It wasn't like. It was a mall in Jersey City, and it's actually quite well known there, but can't remember the name right now. Will come to me.
What were you doing in New Jersey?
Well, I have friends in New Jersey.
Okay.
So I was visiting one of my friends who I actually went to high school with. Mm-hmm. He works at Wall Street and lives in New Jersey. And so whenever I have like a little break of a weekend or something, I go over to New Jersey because I have a friend there. I have another friend from my university living in New Brunswick, but very recently, she got married and moved to Florida.
So where did you go to high school and university?
Oh, in India.
In India, both?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got these classmates who are in the United States with you now.
Yes.
Okay, great. Um, so, um, so, what do you think these socks say about you as a person?
Um, I think it says that I have an eye for detail, and I also like to stand out in my own quirky way, not like stand out flamboyantly,
Right.
but have little something here and there that adds. I feel adds a little to my personality.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to be low key but sort of festive. Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
I think
Great.
like little things like these add to a sort of a style statement.
Okay. Do you have other pairs of these socks?
Yes, I do. I actually have three pairs of these socks, two exact same colors. The other is a little different color. It's red instead of yellow and gray.
Uh, okay. Great. Wow. So kind of. So did was there a reason you chose those colors?
Well, I guess they were just like I went to the mall to look for a suitcase for a check-in luggage, and I didn't get that. And I guess when you go to a mall, you gotta buy something.
Right. Right. Sure. Yeah.
And these
Yeah.
pair of socks, they were like hanging right there, and they attracted my attention because they were like all bright and colorful, and they're like well, they're not really expensive, but maybe expensive for a pair of socks that cost like with tax something around $8 a pair, and you can get 6 pairs of like plain white socks at Walmart for $8.
Right.
So that way they're expensive, but they were like they're flashy, and even on the store shelf they managed to attract my attention. So yeah, I just went ahead and got some.
I was wondering if there was any way in which you thought those socks spoke to something about maybe your being Indian or something. Is this something that people from India might wear?
They might, but no. I can see people. Some people I know from India wearing socks like that, but then again, I'd say that would be probably more like those person's individuality
Yeah, right,
and
sure.
sense of
Sure.
fashion rather
Sure.
than like their ethnic origin.
Well, would you say that there is a trend in your culture, in Indian culture, if you identify with Indian culture? I don't know this. Is there a trend by which people are claiming individuality? You know, that you can notice.
That is a very difficult question to answer simply because I don't think there is any specific Indian identity, not
Okay.
just for me,
All right.
but
Sure, sure.
like, and I guess it's true for everywhere, for every
Yeah.
culture, but what I think.
So what I liked about that one is that it just from socks, I was able to
Get to so many different things.
Yeah, and the other one was about the sock. It was more about the socks.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to do this silly little thing where, well, can I show you a really funny thing I did? Because I think this will make you laugh a little bit if I can get it open. So here's what I did with your piece. Okay, as soon as it opens, I have to turn this off though. I have to save it and stuff. Wait, is it? Oh God, is it recording again? No. Oops. Wait, what is it doing? Stop. Is it? I don't think it's recording right now. I just have to.
Example, I'll consciously try to speak more Bengali and less of a sort of a pidgin language.
Okay.
If I'm like say in a festival, Bengali
Okay, sure.
national Indian festival, or if I'm hanging out with my Bengali friends here in State College.
Sure.
I'll try to speak more.
Is there a Bengali community here in
There
State
is
College?
actually quite a thriving Bengali community
A
here.
thriving Bengali community.
Yes.
Okay, great. And where would you say their main hangouts are?
It's usually in people's places
Okay.
like this is not like really a hangout, and that's
Yeah.
part of my research because like
Yeah.
back
Oh, okay.
home there would be like usually for
Yeah.
most people our age or younger there would be hangouts. I don't think that is quite so very true here.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because of the academic culture here or what. That's part of my research that I'm looking at. Like
Are there men and women?
yes.
Okay, great. Could you estimate the size of the Bengali community?
The Bengali community, including students and non-students, would be over 100 definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you say that you were maybe one of the more unusually festive Bengali students, as evidenced by your socks?
That would be really hard to say. I don't know really.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you so much for agreeing
You're
to be
most
interviewed.
welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, awesome. So
All right.
that's the interview.
Sound come out okay?